Hello, Fresh JD here, and we've got some trading to show you. Basically just a little example of how I trade. I know I've done a few videos like this, but people like to know what players I trade, etc. But I'm still selling the Premier League players in a 4-1-2-1-2. And first tip is a thing I like to do a lot, which is put players up for 12 hours, whether you either do it overnight or you do it in the morning, so they finish around 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock-ish. And that is usually when the majority of people are on. That time is the best one to do, because then the long time of it being on, sometimes people get impatient, and if that's one of the best deals on the market, they go out and buy it for whatever buy now price you've got, because people sometimes just search buy now prices and they don't want to go into bidding wars or whatever. You see, I pick up some of these players quite cheap really, but another thing you want to look at is I'm not making much money on all the players. I'm making like 300 to 500 coins on the majority of them, and that's the way that trading works. You're not going to have those big 5-10 grand profits a lot. You'll get them like maybe once or twice a week, depending how long you're on. Obviously, if you're trading like non-stop 24/7, you're going to have that quite often, and usually deals like that are to be found at night, maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning, which is the ideal thing, is because if you live, say, in another country like America, it's like 8 o'clock to you and other people in Britain are asleep, and you pick up all the good deals. So anyway, you just see me putting all my players up. And the next tip I want to say is, if you find that your players aren't selling for the price you're putting them on for, do this and just put them on start price 150, but then leave the buy now the same price. And it's a bit risky because you could lose money, but at the same time, sometimes if you bought them for the right price, you will make a profit, and people can get impatient, pay the buy now price, and with it being 150 start, it gets a lot more interest in the card than if it was just a normal auction as you put it on before. And that's why it might have not been selling, because it weren't getting the interest that it really needed to sell. So we've got some gameplay for you here now, just a few goals before I show you how much the players sell for. And like I said in the last video, guys, I'm just absolutely loving these silvers. They're absolutely fantastic. Nothing's come close to them yet about what I play with. I've been scoring some great goals. I know all the players, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And as you'll see, the last goal I score in this clips is absolutely amazing from Barry Bannon. I think it's like 50 yards out, maybe 40 yards, I might be exaggerating, but it was a beautiful goal. I just love it. And you can see, look at the top corner, 4-0. I'm winning loads of games like that, absolute dominating. I can't believe how well I'm doing with this team. It's probably one of the most fun teams I've built at the moment. And I've just recently built today a championship squad to go on the back of this, so I've got 6 squads basically now. And that's probably the most squads I'm ever going to do. Maybe I might do more when I've made that millionaire. I'll get carried away with the money. It's hard to keep in that money without spending it, you know. We got 650 grand in the bank or whatever, and you got to sit there and just look at it and think, well, if I could spend it on this player, but the thing is, you got to look at is what you get at the end of it once you get to that million. Ronaldo and a great team around him. That's what I keep remembering, to save my money, and it helps a bit. But sometimes I'll go on the odd little spending spree, as you've seen I've done on the past couple of weeks on it. But this squad was well worth it, got to be. I think it cost me only around 30k. I'm sure I mentioned in the last video how much it cost. I'm not certain though. I may do like a squad builder on this squad. Look at that own goal, that's beautiful. But anyway, we're coming up to the Barry Bannon goal. Look at this. Heads it, Barry Bannon just takes a touch and bang over the keeper. Absolute fantastic goal from Barry Bannon. Anyway, now back to the trading. And you can see majority of the players sold earlier than the finishing price. So obviously I put them at a right buy now and managed to get them to sell impatient people, you know, buying them for the buy now prices. And you can see that there's 3 hours still remaining from when I did that, so some of the players might have even sold earlier, you never know. Anyway, when we come back, all the players but 2 have sold, and you can see that 151 there went up to his full buy now price, Apart from this one didn't, he went for 600, but I only bought him for 750 anyway, so I didn't lose much. So maybe if you want to try that technique, try it on a cheaper player to see if you're willing to put the risk in, but sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, depends when you put them on really. Anyway guys, we're coming to a close, thanks for watching, and we end on 644 grand.